Dreams are an evolutionary tool that was developed to help us process the day-to-day events that are taking place in our lives, as well as becoming a problem-solving tool for the things that most commonly present themselves as very important things to focus on, i.e. predators, how to set traps and snares, where are the berries at, who are the competitive members of the tribe, things of that nature. Our brain is constantly trying to work in the background using our subconscious mind to navigate certain problems that occur in our life. And what happens now that society has developed to a certain way is we recognize to what extent our brain is truly so adaptable. And with those adaptation skills, it takes things that were originally so simplistic, so fundamental, so primordial to our survival, like where's the food, who's gonna try and hurt us, that kind of thing. How do we avoid these things? How do we problem solve and pre-plan against those things? To now, in our modern day, realizing that the kind of things that present as problems and issues to our survival today are social anomalies, family dynamics, occupational hazards. And when I say occupational hazards, I mean preparatory skills, social skills, being able to manage the dynamics that are required of the modern day and age. These are things that your mind is unable to differentiate in terms of importance from avoiding a predator or setting traps or finding the berries, because the same things back then that gave us anxiety are not the things that give us anxiety today. So what I'm getting at here is that our mind is able to quite literally give us the tools to be able to approach and solve problems in our modern day lives, our traumas, our PTSD, our anxieties, our depression, because those are the things that are most pressing right now in our modern day and age. So my dog almost just fell down the steps. So what I'm getting at here is that our mind is now acclimated, it's now adapted to this new experience of life, and with it we can now use this difference in comfort from our far back Stone Age ancestors to now our minds being able to be used as a tool to deeply understand and solve our emotional, mental, and physical traumas and how they affect our waking life. How do we do that? Lucid dreaming. Enhancing the recall of the dream will start to point out more of the spaces in your mind that need to be addressed. The traumas of all different kinds. Depressions, anxieties, things through the full gambit of life will present to you quite clearly through your subconscious in the dreams. And it'll shine on them like a spotlight. Your repetitive dreams, your night terrors, things that you have experienced. What do you do with those when you experience them? You take control of them with the lucid, and you use a neuroscientific tool called reconsolidation, in which you can take something that happened in the past and change your perspective of it. You are tweaking your feelings surrounding the past, changing the hows and the whys of how that past event took place to be able to bring about true healing transformation in the present moment. Now, what you're doing with the lucid space is taking those nightmares, night terrors, repetitive, uncomfortable dreams, things that are pointing out, spotlighting areas that need to be addressed in your mind. And as you notice that this dream seems familiar and this dream is pointing out something, you can take control of the dream using lucid dreaming skills and techniques to be able to change the outcome of that dream and bring real life healing into your waking life. You are practicing the skills necessary to change the background blueprint, the subconscious mind. You're changing it at the source so that you are experiencing what it feels like to confront your fears, to see a positive outlook, to see a positive outcome from changing those feelings towards those fears, and seeing how it quite literally expresses itself. It manifests the positive outcomes in your waking life. So what you are doing is changing the neurochemistry, it's changing the subconscious mind, and it's changing the way that you relate with the world in a very real sense. Even though it's taking place in the mind, so much of what you experience in the world is dictated by the mind. So let's work on it, y'all. Let's get into it. Any questions, any experiences you want to share, feel free to hit me up in the chat. I am always willing to talk about this stuff. I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the future. If you guys ever want to do some group sessions, some one-on-one calls, or anything of the like, I'm going to be releasing some tools to be able to put these kind of things in your hands to work on them yourself. And if you have any questions, I'm always going to be here to throw some love and some support. So it's Jake once again. Wish you guys the best of luck and love, and you guys take care.